Friday was our last day of school, and I was just getting into my car when we received a massive text message saying school was canceled, no water on campus. Jackson's dad texted me and said, "Is this a joke? Is this some kind of a prank?" And unfortunately, it was a very real matter. I didn't want the year to end that way. It just reminded me too much of the abruptness and the trauma of the COVID year. So I've asked my students to come be with me on Tuesday morning so that we can end our year, finish our read aloud, and do our closing activities. I hope that you had a good end to your year, and if you're still going, I give you courage to power through till the end. I'm wondering what your takeaways have been from this year in your classroom, maybe here in our community. I wish you would share those in the comment section. You know, what has been a takeaway from you for this year? Mine has definitely been learning to lean into mistakes. I've been teaching my students about the value of mistakes now for several years since I became familiar with Joe Bowler's work. But this year is the year that I really embraced it, and it became part of our very natural vocabulary. I would say things like, "What a good mistake. What a fantastic mistake. Let's look at that. Let's take it apart. Let's analyze it." Or even, "I'm so glad that you made that mistake." And I think this is a gift that will follow them through their lives. At least that's my hope, that they know that there is good in mistakes, that we can grow together and in safety without feeling the shame of mistakes. You know how much I love the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, and I go to their convention every chance I get. I've been 3 times now. But the current president said this in May: "We must move past strictly defining mathematics as finding a correct answer." Is that the goal of math, to find the correct answers? I bet our students think that. Let's instead teach every single one of our students how to make sense of the mathematics, and so increase their opportunities for success. Well, Mr. President, I agree. Let's learn to embrace those mistakes. One of the worst parts for me about teaching is grades. I don't like giving grades. I really question if it's even appropriate for young children. I have one of my little students who came to me working at a 2nd grade level in math, and he is now working at 4th grade level. But his grade doesn't add up to an A. Does he not deserve the highest A possible? Far more than the student maybe who just cruised in at an A and stayed in an A. So report cards are a difficulty for me, especially when I have some parents who demand A's. It has to be an A. Anything less than an A is not acceptable. Stanley and I are both savers, very different kind of savers. I'm the kind of saver that, you will open a drawer and find who knows what that I have saved. Wonderful. Stanley is the kind of saver who has boxes and bins and everything is labeled, and he has everything. And we recently, several weeks ago, found his report card box. How I wish I had a report card box. But we cracked up. We had so much fun looking at his kindergarten report cards. Yes, I said cards because he experienced kindergarten twice. We'll have to share that story at another time. But in his first go-around, it said he only knew his left to right sometimes. In the first grading periods, he didn't know his address, telephone, phone number, or couldn't tie his shoes. Second grading period, he still didn't know his address, but things got better through the third and fourth grading periods. In another report card, it says that they discussed skipping with his mom. I don't know if skipping was a blessing, to like a gift. Was he an advanced skipper? Was he a remedial skipper? I don't know. I would love to know. I've seen the pictures of him in kindergarten. He was adorable, but he's fine. He's okay. He's better than okay. Oh, Oh, and he was only average in mathematical ability. So interesting. So if we can help our students and our parents to relax about grades, that A's are not the be-all, end-all, it's the joy of learning. He wanted to be here to have our final video of this school year together, but he's been sick for 2 weeks now with a really bad virus. He can hardly talk. He can't even lie down for the coughing. So love and prayers to Stanley would be appreciated. I'd love to be able to stay in touch with you over the summer. If you are on Instagram, so am I. I'm fairly new to it. It's just my name, Deneen Matsuda, but I'll be doing some posts over the summer, so it would be fun to connect that way. And if you're coming to Loma Linda University's EXSEED, I'll be doing a presentation on June 20 and 21. And if by chance you are part of the North American Division Educators Conference in August in Arizona, we'll be presenting there too. I can't tell you when, but I'm sure there'll be a booklet or something. And if you are there, we would love to meet you. We would love for you to say hello. And we want to thank you for spending this year with us. And we look forward to continuing with that journey in the new year. We'll start up again in early August. On the second to the last day of school, Jackson was walking around the room, and he was, I don't know if he was talking to himself or all of us, but he was saying, boy, I really improved in my math and my vocabulary, and my reading and my penmanship. And then he made a final comment. And I said, Jackson, can you just stop for a minute? I need to get this on my phone. Will you just say that last part again? And we're gonna end with him playing that. And you can see Jackson. And it's my hope and prayer that together we have learned and we can continue to do that. As we say goodbye, I want to show you how I say goodbye to my students every single day. And it's called the Mizpah. It's from the Bible. And I'd like to share that with you right now until we're together again. May the Lord watch between you and me while we're absent one from another. Amen.
Right now, I'm telling you, this is the grade that got me into learning.
Hello?